Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about my updated exit strategy for the cryptocurrency bull market that we currently find ourselves in. So essentially my exit strategy for crypto 2021. Now I have already done a previous exit strategy video, but quite a bit has changed in the last number of months. So I thought I would just come back and do this video because a lot of people have been asking for an updated exit strategy and kind of what my plans are for this bull run. The last few months have definitely been challenging in the cryptocurrency space. For example, Bitcoin, we've seen it go from highs of about 64,000 all the way down to about $26,000 to $28,000, so definitely quite a fall there. And naturally, with such a big drop, people were definitely saying that the bull market is over, we've entered the bear market, and we're going to continue on this downward trend for quite a while. But in the last month, we have seen a bit of a recovery, and Bitcoin is back to around $47,000 at the time of recording this video, which is about a 38 or 40% gain in the last month. Then we also have the likes of Ethereum gaining more than 50%, now we're trading at about $3,200. So essentially, what are my plans for the next coming months here? Am I going to sell out of all my positions? What price targets am I hoping for my positions to hit before I sell out? Let's go ahead and cover off all of that in this video. And just before we jump into my portfolio here, if you guys could take 1 second to go ahead and drop a like on this video, I would really appreciate it. If you don't know, it helps in the YouTube algorithm and helps show these videos to more users. So I've pulled up my phone here and I have my portfolio. I'm using an app called, it used to be called Blockfolio, but now it's called FTX. I'm not sponsored by them or affiliated by any means. It's just a free app that you can download and allows you to basically track your portfolio pretty accurately, I guess, but you have to enter in manually. I think you can also link up your accounts, but I just enter in my manual kind of buys and sells. But it just gives me a good idea because I do hold my cryptocurrency in different platforms. So if you want to see all of the details on that, I have previously done my August cryptocurrency portfolio update. So check that video out if you want to see where exactly I hold each of my cryptocurrencies and how I'm earning interest in these different accounts as well. But anyway, for now, we're just looking at the overall picture here on FTX of my portfolio. And you can see that in the last 24 hours, it's up just under 4% and to about $11,386. So within that, we have some of the big players like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then we also have DeFi, XRP, Nano, Matic, which is also Polygon, or used to be known as Polygon. And then we have a small bit of BNB and a little bit of Dogecoin as well. Some people have been asking me why I don't have any Cardano in here. I did have Cardano in here. I took a bit of profit on that, and I decided it's just a more of a long-term hold. So my plan for that one is to just buy some of that when we do enter the next bear market. But for now, I don't have any of that in my portfolio. So no real reason. I just think it's a bit of a longer-term play, and I'm definitely not against it at all. Anyway, let's take a look at what we're going to do. I'm just going to basically go through each of my positions and when I plan to sell them at different price targets. I'll kind of address the altcoins as a whole, though I won't go through each one individually. But anyway, let's just jump into it. So for Bitcoin, I do believe we will see a $120,000 Bitcoin in 2021. Now, some people may think that is overly optimistic. Some people may think that's overly pessimistic. But, you know, people are still saying that according to the stock to flow model, we could see a $320,000 Bitcoin. But for me, I just don't really see it. And I think between that $100,000 and $120,000 Bitcoin is much more of a realistic price target. So with that being said, I do plan once it gets to, I believe, 90,000 and then all the way up to 100,000, I will start to take some profits. I will plan to leave about 30% of my position in. So for example, I haven't fully ironed out exactly what I'll do yet, but once I see it start hitting around that $80,000 to $90,000 mark, I'll start selling off probably 25% of my positions at a time. So once it hits the $80,000 mark, I'll sell 25% of my position. Once it hits the $90,000 mark, I'll sell a further 25% of my position. And then once it gets past the $100,000 mark, I'll start to sell probably the last 70% of my position or so, and leaving myself with around 30% left. The reason I don't want to sell out completely is because in the chance that it does end up going to 300,000 or whatever people are predicting, I would still have a small stake in there. And if it does end up topping out at $120,000 this year, I'll still have a small bit in for the next bear run, and I can start reaccumulating in that position as well. So I think that's a safe risk. Essentially, from my position that you can see here of about 4.6k, I don't think I'll be adding any more in as of now. I will be basically keeping 30% of that in my portfolio and selling off the other 70% of it from 80k all the way up to probably about 120k. Okay, that's Bitcoin out of the way. Let's go on to Ethereum and what my plans are for Ethereum. So Ethereum is a little bit of a difficult one. Basically what I'm going to do with Ethereum is plan it off when I'm selling my Bitcoin. So I think once Bitcoin is kind of heading towards its top, or what I believe to be its top at around $120,000, I'll also start to look at Ethereum as well. Now with Ethereum, I am a bit conflicted because I do think that Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin in the long term. So it's one that I don't want to completely sell out of. So I think what I'll end up doing is probably keeping about 0.85 or one whole Ethereum, because I do think it will do really well in the future and I don't want to leave myself stuck in the event that when we do enter a bear market, it doesn't actually go down that much. So what I think I'll plan to do with Ethereum is probably keep hold of one Ethereum. I may put some more money into it in the meantime, and then whatever I have, if I have 1.5 Ethereum at the time, I'll sell 0.5 Ethereum once Bitcoin is probably around that $100,000 mark. And where I expect Ethereum to be at that price is probably somewhere about the $6,000 to $7,000 mark, but hopefully it's a little bit more. So yeah, I basically plan to hold Ethereum quite long term and want to have at least one Ethereum, because I do think that over time Ethereum could start to get up around that $20,000 mark, maybe even the $50,000 mark, and I'd love to keep some exposure to that. Now, by the way, guys, if any of these numbers that I'm saying you don't agree with, let me know in the comment section below. I'm more than happy to hear some constructive criticism. These are just my opinions based on what I've learned and what I've seen throughout the market. Nobody really knows for sure. All the technical analysis in the world is not going to give you the exact timing of the market or what price things go to. It's all just a bit of using, I suppose, the past as a measurement of the future, but then also having in some of the current market conditions as well, and basically just using your own experience to kind of come up with your predictions of where it will go. So by no means am I claiming to be an expert. This is just my plan, and I think I'm taking a bit of a realistic approach with this one. I'm not expecting things to absolutely go insane. I think they're pretty reserved compared to some of the people who are making predictions out here, because I don't want to mislead you guys saying that you could expect, 10 Bitcoin to 10x from here, because it's just not realistic. Sure, it could 10x over time, but I'm strictly talking about 2021 here. Anyway, next up in my portfolio is DeFi, and this is one that I've covered previously. It's essentially a crypto that I am currently staking, and I have some of it frozen for I believe 6 or 8 months or something like that. So this is one I plan to just hold throughout the next couple of years. Whether it's a bull market or bear market, I plan to just hold this one, and I have about $800 in that right now. Now for the rest of the altcoins here, so XRP, Nano, Matic, BNB, and Doge as well, I plan on pretty much just selling all of these once I sell that portion of my Ethereum as well. So let's just say, for example, if Ethereum hits about $6,000 and I end up selling all of my Ethereum except for the one Ethereum, so whatever excess I have over one, I'll probably just also sell all of these altcoins as well, maybe with the exception of Nano, because I do think that might be a little bit more of a long-term play, but I can always buy back into them on the bear market. So with that being said, let's give a quick summary again of what my plans are for my cryptocurrency exit strategy. I'll plan to sell Bitcoin from $80,000 to $120,000, and in the end I plan to leave 30% of my current position. I'll leave whatever that figure equates to on the screen right here. Then when we come to Ethereum, I plan to sell this probably around the same time as Bitcoin, maybe a couple of weeks after, and I plan for Ethereum to be between the $6,000 to $8,000 range at this time. Again, for this one, I do plan to leave a good portion of my Ethereum position, probably keep myself at least one Ethereum. Then next for DeFi, I just plan on leaving this for the next at least a year anyway, if not a little bit longer than that, because it is earning me interest over time, so I'm quite happy to leave that where it is. I'm not trying to cash in on them profits just yet. And then for the rest of the altcoins that I have in my portfolio, then I plan to sell pretty much 90% of them, if not 99% of them, if not even 100% of them, when I do sell that part of my Ethereum as well, because a lot of these I'm not sure will they be around still in the next probably 2 to 3 years. Sure, they could be, but I'm not too sure. I don't have that much confidence in them. I do think they're good projects and good fundamentals, but that doesn't guarantee that they will be around in the coming years. So yeah, as I said, for them, pretty much plan to take all my profits on them, cash out of them positions completely when I do end up selling some Ethereum. So hopefully that made sense for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, as I said, if you could take a second to drop a like on it, I would definitely appreciate that. If you're new around here as well and want to see more stock portfolio content and cryptocurrency portfolio content, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And again, I'd love to know your guys' strategies and predictions for cryptocurrencies, in particular Bitcoin and Ethereum, where you think you'll see them going in 2021 and what your exit strategies are. I'd love to hear it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in another video.